The dopest motherfucker alive. Whoa, I gotta be the dopest motherfucker alive. Whoa, good God, I'm so great. When I walk, the whole earth shakes. I'm like,
Yo. What's good, people? It's your boy here. The dopest mother. I love that, man. I'm probably gonna get what you call it, copyrighted on YouTube for that. So for those who may be watching this on a repeat, you might not even know what I'm talking about because I might have to cut that. But I love the song, bro. It's off the hook. Sorry, my nose, like, as soon as I hit live, my nose started running. But what's good, people? It's your boy here, back at it. Next Buzz, please. Welcome to Next Buzz, please. It's been a long weekend, so this might be one of the shortest versions, excuse me, of Next Buzz, please, ever to be live. Gotta get my coffee in, y'all. Just give me 1 second. Hey, you guys like my new mug? It's a little tiny thermos. It says coffee. It's on the wrong side. You can't really see that. You can't see it. It says coffee, but it's coffee. Cafe. Ooh, that's hot. But anyway, yeah, it's a long weekend. Your boy was up at Albany with the team, TWU 100R Incorporated. Hold on, let me move this over here. And we were up there lobbying, of course, for your rights to have traditional Medicare option put back on the table. We was up there doing that thing, man. As you can see here, lobby day, but not lobby day. Sorry, we was at the Black and Latino caucus, the Black and Latino caucus. Just in case, some of you guys may not know what the Black and Latino caucus. We wasn't the only ones out there. There was a lot of TWU members up there too. I ran into my shorty, my homegirl, Beverly, painted ass, Bolden. Ran into her. It's always a pleasure to see her. I was a little busy though, so I hope I didn't come across as being standoffish to her, because I'd never be. She know that is my boo. But yeah, again, back to the Black and Latino caucus. I just want to share a little information so that, in case you don't know exactly what that's about. Let me share it with you guys. As you can see here, this is the chair's message for the New York State Association of Black, Puerto Rican, Hispanic, and Asian Legislation. That's what the NYSABPRHAL stands for. And let me put it on the screen. It might help if I put it on the screen. Let me add that to the screen. Set that to there. Add that to the screen. There we go. I don't like being on this side. Let me switch that. There we go. So there, you can see, I'm going to share with you the chair's message for the New York State Association of Black, Puerto Rican, Hispanic, and Asian Legislation, Incorporated. And this is the chair's message. This is, what is her name? What's her name? Just says the chair. Sorry. Chair's message. Guess her name's the chair. I don't know. Anyway, she says here, excuse me, the New York State Association of Black, Puerto Rican, Hispanic, and Asian Legislators, Inc., the association, was organized more than 3 decades ago to bring elected officials, stakeholders, the business community, and the community in faith-based leaders to New York State Capitol annually to advocate for inclusion of communities of color in the state budget process to gain an understanding of that process. This fundamental goal has not changed, nor will it, nor should it ever be. The right to convene annually as black and brown members with our co- constituents was earned and envisioned by those who came to Albany before us in the 1960s, a significant part of the civil rights victories achieved nationally at the time. And its current board of directors strive to honor the association's legacy and history. The association was formally organized in 1985 as the association embarks on its next 50-year mission with an expanded membership body. Its corporate structure is being updated and its financial operations and condition have been strengthened to withstand any upcoming challenges. I don't know. Well, I was about to say I don't know who would challenge that, but I believe I know exactly who would challenge that. Wink, wink. There have been recent reports about the involvement of the Office of the New York State Attorney General with the association. Yes, that is the case. In January 2019, the association inquired about the status of its prior financial filings with the NYAG, and discussions were initiated in that regard, including discussions to bring the association's corporate structure into the 21st century. Since then, the associations have been involved in the rigorous process of corporate restructuring and financial analysis, planning, and reporting. As in common knowledge, as is common knowledge, the Charities Bureau of the New York AG is responsible for supervising all nonprofit organizations, TWU 100R Incorporated, registered within the state of New York. The Charities Bureau also makes itself available to nonprofits to provide guidance on corporate governance, reporting, and other matters. This association is no exception today. Today, to the best of our knowledge, the association is current as it is tax reporting requirements with the Charities Bureau as well as with the Internal Revenue Service under current board's leadership and with the support of our sponsors. Registrants and attendees of the association attended more than the associate attended to more than $200,000 in outstanding debt, including the allocation and disbursement of over $60,000 in scholarship grants to students across New York State, while delivering conventions that address the issues facing our communities in these times. We share with you with confidence that even though there is still work to be done, the association stands ready to champion its attention to compliance with regulators and to advance its mission for 2020 and the coming decades. Today, we say with confidence that even though the more challenging part of our efforts were undertaken in 2019 and 2020, we aim to implement changes to provide assurances that are commensurate with the confidence that you and our communities have placed in the association in the past. So that's just a little bit information. I don't know what this is over here on the side. What is this? Next day still shares the black and Latino legislators organized more than a decade ago. Their right to convene, okay. Recent reports involvement, yes. Oh, that's just that's what we just read. Okay. So yeah, that's what that is. In case you guys were wondering what that was about. We were up there in Albany. We had a what the hell is this? We was up there in Albany, myself, TWU. I have to say this. Shout out to Laurie. Shout out to Lloyd. Laurie's little son was there. They were doing their thing. We had a table out there, and people were coming to the table, asking questions. We had our little trifold, we had our buttons, we had our 4x5 or 5x5, whatever it was, little cars with information. We were talking. We were getting and giving information. Hold on, let me set my Facebook. I don't want to miss you guys on Facebook like I did last time. I just want to make sure my page is up and I can see your comments on my phone. Okay. So yeah, Laurie was out there, as you can see here. There were people coming to the table. We were giving out information. It was a good sight. What up, Primo? What's good, man? What's good, Aaron? Appreciate you guys dropping in. Um, yeah, you can see Laurie was there doing her thing. Um, Actually, Big Donovan, I almost forgot. Donovan was up there too, uh, giving his presentations and pointing at the at the billboard right there. It was a great event. There was a lot of people there. There was a lot of people there, and I encourage everybody to go next year. I mean, even my sister and I, we left the booth. We were going around to the other booths and talking to them. We were finding out their situations and what they bring into the table, while we was also exchanging our information and telling them what we were there for. So we could have what have kept we could have brought in some allies, but we made a lot of people aware of what's going on. Big Kemp, shout out to Kemp, ran into Kemp. Kemp was up there. But there was a lot of, like I said, there was a lot of TWU members up there doing their thing. It was a beautiful sight. I learned a lot while I was there. Every time I do something like this, I learn so much. I mean, I really do. It was really nice. What up, Mr. Whitaker? What's going on? So yeah, I would encourage you to go if you can next year, because they say they have this every year, and I really really. What up, Jesus? What's going on? I really enjoyed it. It was freezing though. I gotta say that, man. I left my Long Johns home, and man, my bones were cold. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm so glad. I was debating on whether I'll bring my scooter or not, because I can walk. I just can't walk long distances. It's just I'll get there, but it'd be like eventually, like I will have to stop like 20 times. But let me tell you something. If me and my sister was laughing about it, because if I would have left my scooter home, I would have been pissed. I would have been pissed, because before we got in, we got to the door where they was letting everybody in, and just as the crowd got short enough to we was about to go in, they closed. They shut that spot down. We had to go down the block. We had to go down the block to some other entrance, and those blocks are not short. They're pretty long. So I'm like, oh man, we had to go down there. Then it wasn't sure. They went to the one entrance. They was like, no, it's not this one. They were sending them to another entrance across the street. And yo, Jose, aquí, Bustelo, salud. Right? We wasn't sure which entrance to go to. Then we had to go to. It would have been so much work, and I probably would have just went home. But I had my scooter. I was like, let's go. It was just cold. That's all. But that was an event to go to. It was really nice to see all of our peoples together in a positive manner. You know what I mean? It wasn't no fighting going on. I mean, there were people up there that were derelicts, and nobody seemed to care. They were just walking amongst us. They were sitting in the restaurants, eating, just casually walking by. Nobody was saying anything. Nobody was making faces or anything like that. They was doing their thing. Right. So yeah, that was the Black and Latino caucus. It was really a great event. TWU did their thing. I'm so proud of them. We still have a lot more work to do, but it was. Oh wait, let me show you this one. There we go. There we go. We got Lori, Donovan, the president himself, Big Lloyd. That lady that's next to me, she's always at something in Albany. I forgot her name. I mean, if Lloyd, if you're watching, if anybody knows her name, just type it in the comment. I forgot her name, but she's always in Albany, and she's a firecracker. She's very much into activism, and she does it well. At some point, I'll type her name, and I don't remember what her name is, but I'll get it in the comments at some point. What? Okay, just want to. Yeah, so let me move on from this, man. That kind of brings me, since we're on the Albany topic, right? Hey, move you over. Why are you so far over there? What the hell are you doing over there? Since we're on the Albany topic, um, you like my whip? Yo, it's pretty cool. It hurts my butt though. I gotta change it. That chair is the worst. But yeah, speaking of Albany, Lobby Day's coming up, y'all. And there's a big discussion of Lobby Day on whether you should go, whether you shouldn't go. I mean, over the years, even Pete and I even talked about this on the show plenty of times where, we talk about what is discussed on Lobby Days when people come back. And, a lot of it seems like, even I've said it where it's like, it seems like it's just for shits and giggles, right? But the truth of the matter is Lobby Day is very important. You don't always get to see the representatives, right? It's just sometimes when you go up there, they're at a meeting, and they're not there to see you. Not all of them be at these meetings. Sometimes you'll get one or two that's willing to sit down and talk to you, where you can bring your issues to. And a lot of the times when they do that, when they sit down, pause, right? Pause. When they sit down and talk to you, they're interested in what you have to say. Some of them take notes. Some of them just, they give you back and forth. And they're genuinely interested in what you have to say because you're their constituents. They have to be. I mean, at least they have to act like it, right? So they'll sit down and talk to you, and you can have a great dialogue. And that's happened to me once or twice up there. Not all the time, but once or twice. It depends on who you're with, what group you're with, and the seriousness of it, of the people that you're with. There are party buses, but the party buses are for when you're going home. The day's over, you did your work, you presented your materials to your council member, you brought up your arguments, you had a dialogue back and forth, you guys ended on good terms, and you feel great about it. So yeah, when you go home, there's food, there's beverages, and everybody's happy. So you have a little party on the way back. It's usually a lot of fun going back, But you hear stories about it's always a party, it's a bar. I mean, the last time I went, almost everybody was at a bar, which was shocking to me because when I was at the bar myself, but so many people were at the bar. And we was up there to fix tier 6. And everybody in the bar had fixed tier 6 shirts. So it was like, what are we fixing here? You know what I mean? Like, if everybody's here, who's there? You know what I mean? So it was like, if they not worried about tier 6, then why should anybody else be? All right. So if anybody should be going to Lobby Day, should be those people who want to fix tier 6 and those people who have a gripe with what's going on with transit itself, as far as butting heads with our union. But nothing gets done if you don't go. And that's, I mean, you could, if that's a form of a protest that you want to do, then hey, good luck with that, I'm gonna say I'm gonna stick to this where I feel it's better to go than to not go. At least when you're there, you can present what your grievance is to somebody who has the power to do something about it. Right, my nose, right? So yeah, I mean, there could be other takes on it, and I'm always open to listen to everybody's side of the story because I know there's people that really don't want to go, and they have good reason to. I would love to hear what it is and discuss it, but I'ma always say go. So I'm gonna leave that like that because that's how it should go. So yeah, lobby day is gonna be March what 23rd? What is it? 25th? March 25th. I'm sorry. What day does that fall on? Do y'all know? Let me check the calendar. February, not January. March 25th is a Wednesday. I can't go. If it was like a Tuesday or Thursday, I'll go. I'll try to go. But yeah, March 25th, Wednesday. Um, White stuff. I know. But yeah, if you could go, go. If you have some kind of problem, man, find you when you go. If you go, especially like if you go on the buses, you take the buses there with them with the depots. Um, Usually, you should have a bus captain that explains to you which group is going to pair you into certain groups and which official you're going to go see and try to talk to. If you don't have one, make one up yourself. Grab a couple of people that you like and that you roll with and that is serious about the issues that you are serious about. And, you find out which official is where from whoever's the bus captain or whatever. And you make your own team and you guys go and visit them. Then after that, you go to the egg, you have your lunch, whatever, and then you do what you want to do. But get the work out the way first. You know, I think that's the best way of handling it. You if there's any other way that you can do this in order for you to actually make a change, it has to start somewhere. And I would say lobby day is one way you can start gathering people of like minds to follow your lead. This is how you become a leader. This is how you become an elected official to become a leader. You got to start somewhere. And if they don't have faith in you, like our union doesn't have faith in a lot of our elected officials, then they're just not gonna put in the effort. The most you're gonna get from them is a couple of hard words from Facebook on a keyboard. But when it comes to everything else, they're gonna be silent. A lot of people don't air their grievances; they just move accordingly. Like me, I move accordingly. I have to air my grievances now because I have a mic in front of me. So you're going to hear it. Sorry. Not sorry. So lobby day, guys. Lobby day. March 25th. That's a Wednesday. Hook up with your depot chairman. Find out what's the process they're going to do. A lot of them usually just have the buses. They meet outside the bus. They meet outside the depot at a certain time and they leave and bring your butts back, and make a day of it. It should be a good productive day like I had this weekend. Very productive. It felt invigorating, like I would say, Like I said, I learned a lot while I was there. I spoke to a lot of different people, learned a lot of what the other tables were out there for, what their message was while I gave my message. So yeah. Go ahead and go to lobby day. Yeah. So I'm gonna at this point, right, I got a couple of things I want to show you guys. And then I'm gonna come back with Mamdani. What's Mamdani up to? And it's gonna be something interesting. So check this message out real quick. check these next couple of messages out. Then we'll come back with Mamdani. All right? Don't go nowhere.
Happy New Year, everybody. This is Lloyd Archer. Most of you may know me, some of you may not. But anyway, to all you members of Local 100 that are waiting to be reclassified to a non-safety sensitive position, and the union is not moving on it, nor is the transit authority, and it's been a while. Well, I'm in touch with some lawyers that's willing to take this case on. So, with that said, we will be posting the name of the law firm and the telephone number on the screen. Please give them a call and explain to them exactly what's going on with you. Please do not wait. Let's get this moving because this is ridiculous. People are calling me, but the best I can do is guide you to maybe a law firm that'll help you. All right, everybody have a nice day.
What? Hold on a second. Attention all transit workers. This is your moment to shine. Next Bus Please is on the lookout for talented members of the transit family to showcase what you do best. Are you a singer?
I don't wanna go to work. I'm just trying to go to work.
Rapper?
Once upon a time, not long ago, when people wore pajamas and lived life slow.
Dancer?
We're gonna do it that Notice.
And if you're a magician, show us your magic skills.
Okay, are you ready for a magic show? Watch me disappear. Don't look at my butt. Now you see me. No, you don't. Or even a comedian. Why is it bad to iron a 4-leaf clover? Because you should never press your luck.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
No matter your department, bus operator, token booth clerk, cleaner, train operator, or conductor, we want to see your skills. Send us a short video, 1 to 2 minutes long, showing off your talent. Keep it under 2 minutes. And your clip could be featured at the opening or closing of the next Bus Please show. So get to recording, and send your video to, I don't want to mess this up, yourboyblunt253@gmail.com. It'll be either up here or down here. It'll be somewhere. We can't wait to celebrate the talent across the transit community. Let us show the world what we're made of. All right, that's it. Get creative, get recording. And we'll see you on the next bus. Bye. Come on, that's funny. That's funny.
On this channel, we don't just watch, we react. We break it down. We vibe. We roast. We celebrate. To go deeper, we're chopping it up on the podcast. Real talk, real laughs, real opinions. Hit that subscribe button. Join the crew. Let's chop it up together.
All right, guys. All right. Listen, I know that was a little bit much, but, I had to show those, especially get my little channel in. So, look, if you haven't subscribed yet, you can subscribe right now to the channel. Pick up your phone, see over there in the corner, over there in that corner over there, over there. That little QR code. For those who not subscribed, hey, just scan the QR code, open it, and subscribe. It's just that fast. You can do that. So, yeah, anyway, let's get back to the show. Mamdani. So far, he's like one of the most controversial lawyers we ever had, right? Lord Mayors. I'm sorry, Mayor. He's set to revive the Bronx bus lane killed by Crooked Mayor ex Mayor Eric Adams. I that guy right there. Which what can I tell you? What can I tell you? We're gonna go over this article together, guys. Hold on, cancel that because it's pretty interesting. What are you doing? Get out of here. So I just gotta set it up real quick, and we'll go right over it. Excuse me. Okay. All right, I'm on the right side. Mamdani to provide the Bronx bus lane killed by ex-mayor Eric Adams. So check it out. Mayor Zoran Mamdani on Friday announced plans to aggressively upend his predecessor's legacy for killing street redesign projects. The mayor joined with MTA chair Jano Lieber to unveil. You know what? I always seem to get his name mixed up. Is it Jano or Jano? How do you pronounce his name correctly? I don't want to keep I always chop people's name up, but I try to learn them. I think it's Jano Lieber. I'm not quite sure. It's Jano Lieber to unveil a plan to install an offset bus lane painted in red on the streets next to parked cars along Fordham Road in the Bronx. Ex-mayor Eric Adams notoriously killed the plan to bring more bus priority to the busy thoroughfare after facing pushback from local businesses and institutions. Now, you know what? In his defense, I'm not even sure what I would do. But having pushback from local businesses and institutions, you gotta kind of hear them out, right? I'm not sure how that putting a bus lane there would negatively affect their business. I would say it would positively affect their business because you have people riding by being exposed to the business as to not, right? You might have people on the bus that never even go down that street or down that block, but now that because the bus is gone, they get a chance to see your business. So I don't necessarily understand what the gripe is. But anyway, I'm not the mayor. So Mamdani said he wants to redesign to speed up bus services on the street by 20%. The BX12 select bus that runs along Fordham, shout out to the BX12, that runs along Fordham Road currently moves at an average pace of 9.2 miles per hour, according to the data from the MTA. Under Mamdani's order, that pace must increase to at least 11 miles per hour. That's okay. Transportation Commissioner Michael Flynn said the city is open to a more ambitious redesign if buses on Fordham remain sluggish. So the city data shows 130,000. You see what I'm saying? Look, how many people ride these? 130,000 bus riders use 4 bus routes that run on Fordham Road. So why would you not want that redesigned by your building, by your business? I don't know. I would love to hear their side of the story. Bus ridership in the Bronx fell 33% during Adams' first 3 years in office. So it was actually more than 130,000 before Eric Adams took office, and then went down by 33%. And we got any mathematicians in the building? Could you run those numbers? What would be 33% more of 130,000? I can't even. I'm not even going to try to think about it. But hey, if you guys can, run those numbers for me. So the bus route was one of several redesigns announced by Mamdani, who declared last month that he wants to make the city streets the envy of the world. See, I like that idea. I've always said for us to be one of the richest cities in the country, that we have a shit show as far as our infrastructure is. I like the fact that they rebuilding the buses. The bridges. You know, they taking out the old ones. They put up the new ones that are more modern. If you go anywhere around the world, they're way more modernized than anything that we have here. I mean, even our subway station is hundreds of years old. They barely change it. You know, the Trade Center? It looks beautiful now, only because they destroyed it, right? So we way behind on the times when it comes to that. So I applaud him for that. He also plans to extend a two-way protected bike lane on Ashland Place in Fort Greene. I'm laughing because I remember that street. I used to walk home when I was a theater manager. I used to walk through that street to get home, and it was funny. Brooklyn, which abruptly ends and sends cyclists into a two-lane road without a bike lane. Adams declined to add a bike lane there after also facing pushback from the nearby businesses. The street is frequently blocked with trucks unloading goods for the local Whole Foods and for the Brooklyn Academy of Music, for the band. Yeah, then it kind of goes off into that. Of course, I'm going to leave the links to both of those articles in the description. I'll also leave the number for the attorney that Lloyd is talking about. If you're in a transition of being reclassified and they taking too long, I will leave that number in the description. Also, they could probably help you. Mama Oliver. That's how you pronounce Jaber? That's how you pronounce her name? Mama. But yeah, that is a good plan. That is a good plan. To redesign. I hope that part of his redesign is like he's I guess what he's insinuating is to make it look very pretty, right? To get first of all, we got to work on the goddamn potholes. There's nothing like when you come back to Brooklyn, when you go out of town, you come back, you just know, you're in New York because of the potholes. Your car is getting tore up from the bottom up. You know, it's ridiculous. Everywhere outside of New York, the roads are nice and smooth. You know, you come to New York and it's like, Jesus Christ, your shocks are done. So I hope that at least that's one of his plans with his redesign and trying to make us the envy of the world, which I love that idea. But yeah, we got to get those potholes fixed, y'all. We got to get those potholes fixed. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I read all that stuff, so I don't have to read that. That's good. But yeah, let me end it with this, because the one thing that we all can agree on is about the safety and security of our fellow members. So right now we have where is it? There it is. Right now we have an assault. Assaults happen every day. For those of you that work in transit, assaults happen every day. You don't hear about it. You may even be hearing it, but transit has codes for things that happen. Assaults have a code. Unaliving has a code. So you won't hear them saying, attention, we just had an assault. You're going to hear somebody speaking to command saying a code 33 and the third. I'm just making up numbers. It's not the actual numbers. You know, code 504 is happening or has happened. You know, and those are codes for things like assaults, stabbings, or, you know, somebody passed out, or biohazard or something like that. But we had another assault which happened in the Queensboro. And so the police are looking for this guy. We don't have his name, but as you can see, he's wearing a black jacket with red and white letterings. I'm not quite sure. I think those are Roman numerals on the top of the hoodie. Looks Hispanic to me. Could be mixed. But yes, the Queens Transit Squad is endeavoring to locate the above picture individual in regards to an assault that occurred at the Beach 25th Street subway station located within the confines of Transit District 23 and the 101st Precinct. The above pictures subject did punch an MTA employee causing injury. So this guy assaulted one of us, and we need to catch him. We need to get him off the streets as quick as possible. So I need all your MTA employees to be vigilant. If you see somebody that looks like him, take a good look at the picture. You don't really get a good face picture, but you know, what can you do? I don't understand what technology we have now. Everything should be in 4K at the minimum, and so you should be able to get a crispy picture. Why don't they use these type of cameras? I don't know, but it is what it is. So for anybody who has, why not this? Get out of here. So anybody who has, sorry about that, any information on this individual who assaulted one of the members, we have to work together, especially bus operators. Keep your eyes out. I honestly feel like you should have like a clipboard on the side where nobody can really see, just you, with people who assaulted. I mean, you probably won't have no room for the amount of people that assault an MTA employee, but you know, for the major people like this guy, you know, if you're looking for him, and you see somebody that may look like him or you really think is him, you can contact Detective Antonios. You see the last name, Gornaras. You see the last name. I ain't trying to say it. Or contact the Detective Bureau of Queens, 718-520-9200. Again, that number is 718-520-9200. Detective Antios Guneris. I think that might be close. Or just the Detective Bureau in Queens, and let them know you may have seen this individual who assaulted a MTA employee over on Beach 25th Street Station. So in that area, he's either going to be coming back to or leaving from that area at different points of the day. So keep an eye out. You might just help save a life. Yep. So yeah, I mean, unfortunately, when I was at upstate in Albany, the Wi-Fi would not connect to my computer, so I couldn't really do any work up there. I was trying to get some work done. I could do some on my phone, but I really need my laptop to do the job properly. And so, wait, let me just make sure I got everything. I believe so. Yep. I mean, I covered everything I could cover for now without boring you guys to death and making it a news channel, right? I have some things coming up that you guys are going to be really interested in, but I want to know what my main thing today is. I want to know how you guys feel about Lobby Day. Will you go to Lobby Day? And your reasons. Will you or will you not go to Lobby Day? And your reasons for it, right? I'd say go for it. I say go. make your statement. If you have any kind of gripes or something that you want to get um, off your chest, I say go. I think it's better to go and bring as many people, as many like-minded people as possible, because you know when they see a bunch of you guys come in, that impresses them. That means you guys are passionate about it. Versus just one guy, they like, yeah, okay, it's just one guy. Nobody's backing him, you know. So you gather a bunch of like-minded people that's passionate for your goals and your causes, and you go to lobby day. Even if you don't join the rest of the group, you make your own group. You go visit your own constituents, your own lawmakers and elected officials, and you sit down and talk to them, and you make sure that they understand what it is that you're fighting for. Oh, you know what? Matter of fact, let me say this. Where did I? Yeah, I did put up. Yeah, hold on. Almost. Matter of fact, to there's another show coming on. Here we go. Bus operators on the loose, who's got a show coming on Saturday at 3 p.m. I will share their YouTube link in the description. You can watch them. They're gonna be talking. They have their depot chair Limsky Ray. That's a hell of a name. But yet they're gonna have. He's actually a board member and the depot chairman. I have to take a look real quick. Hold on, y'all. I forgot what he is. He's a depot chairman. I could be wrong. He's an executive board member and the vice. See, I knew there was a little nuance there. He's the vice depot chairman. There you go. Thanks, Jose. I could. Brain freeze, bro. Brain freeze. So he's going to be joining them live. Figgy and ABM, Angry Black Man, on Saturday, February 21st at 3 p.m. I will have the link in my description for the YouTube channel. You guys could go subscribe over there. But make sure you subscribe to him, man. Don't be subscribing to them and you ain't subscribed to me. I'll come look for you. But yeah, subscribe to the channel and check out what they have to say. I mean, there's two sides to every story. You know what I mean? There's two sides to every story, and they're all interesting. I like the show. It's cool to watch. But yeah, listen. Don't forget. But look, even if you can't catch them live, like here, if you can't catch us live, you can't catch me live, it's always on YouTube. I'm streaming to Facebook right now, but it only lasts on 30 days on Facebook. Then they take it off. But it stays on YouTube, so you can always catch it. So don't be upset if you didn't catch it live. I know it's a lot better live because you get the interaction and stuff like that. But, sometimes, life be lifing, Sometimes you ain't got the time for it. So if you miss it, don't fret. Just go and watch it whenever you can. It's there. It's not going anywhere. And leave a comment. Leave the comments. The comments help the algorithm out. Leave a like or dislike. Share it out to your friends, especially any transit workers that Share it out to them. They may be interested in watching, or something might catch them. Just share it out. They don't hurt. It's free. Pass it on. You share every other thing, right? You share all the other bullshit that's out there. People fighting, women looking crazy or bad. You share it out. Share this out. Share this show out. Share that show out. Everybody, you know what I mean? Let's work together. You ever heard that video when the guy's like, "Man, you're so famous. I mean, no, you're so good. How come you're not famous?" And he goes, "Why you? Because you ain't sharing my shit." because you ain't sharing my shit. That's how I be feeling. Like I could be super famous, but you don't share my shit. Nah, I had fun doing this, man. And I honestly, I went through. What up? Oh, what up, Otis? What up? What up, Playboy? You shucking and jiving now? Where you at right now, my boy? What's good, Donnie? Appreciate you watching, man. Yeah, I mean, for real. But yeah, share it out. Subscribe to the channel. Send it to people that you know that's in transit. There's a lot of people that's on Facebook that don't really be on Facebook. They on Facebook. Oh, okay. That's what's up. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at all. My boy out there in DR land. Big DR. Yeah, buddy. Word. So, yeah. Make sure you guys remember, what's his name? To look out for our man. I want to know if they ever catch him or not. Make sure you take a good look at his picture. I'm going to put the number back up. So if you see him, give him a call. Give these people a call. Detective Antonios Guneris. 718-520-9200. 718-520-9200. Let's just get this guy off the street. We can't be having people assault us and think that they could just get away with it. Not us. Not us. You know, we have a better system if we stick together. See, because he assaulted. I'm pretty sure it was it could have been a CTA. Maybe not a clerk, unless the clerk stepped out to use the bathroom. But they're more enclosed and protected. But the CTAs and what do they call them? Customer service reps now that are standing out there. The chances are it's one of those two that he assaulted. It may not be. I'm just playing the odds here. But those are the ones that are out there in the field that's in there with the outside public. You know, their chances are as high as the bus operator's chance, even with the little plastic plexiglass from Bobby's that they got trying to protect, so-called protected. I know that was a COVID thing, but they should have thought ahead and made it a personal thing where people can't bend and break or reach over that piece of shit. I don't know. Cost what, $800? I'm telling you, they went to Bobby's in the back and got that shit off the table. $800. They pulling off that government type bullshit where toilets cost $2,000. Anyway. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're gonna go. Make sure if you see that guy, call him in. Let me know if they catch him. Or if you come across an article that says that they caught him, send it to me. Y'all should know my Gmail by now, right? I'm gonna put the other one. There's another one too. That's my Gmail. I know they never do. My Gmail be packed. So I know we have my other email. I'm gonna start giving out that email for this show. Let me just put it up in the banner. MVP Live. Yep, at Gmail. So this was actually our email for a long time, but we used it once in a while. I was giving out my personal email, but if you want a shout out, give me a shout out, or have something you want to ask me, or have a topic. Let's say you have a topic you want me to go over. You can shoot it to that email, mvpliveshow@gmail.com. I'm gonna go away from I'm leaving I'm gonna leave I don't have Yahoo, man. I'm gonna leave my personal one because of the contest that I have, and I already put it out there. I might as well put that out there too. Alt email. I'm gonna call it the alt email because it's really my email, my personal. Yeah, so. But yeah, if you have, like, say you have a topic you think that's really important that you want me to discuss, send it to my email. I'll check it out, And then you have my alternate email right there. That's my personal email, yourboyblunt253@gmail.com. If you have a talent, if you sing, if you rap, if you're a comedian, a magician, make a video. You sing the pretty lady narrator, the promo. I'm going to be posting that promo for a while. You should send it to my email, 2 minutes and under, and I could possibly put it on the opening. I like to put it on openings, but I could close with it if it fits that narrative. I will close with it also. So you have those 2 emails. You have the MVP live show at Gmail, and you have the my personal email. But yeah, I'm always looking for transit. I've been looking for transit talent. These are things I'm supposed to have done before the show. You know what I'm saying, Aaron? And it just slips my mind, and so I have to do it live. You know what I mean? I know. I'm a keyboard warrior. But yeah, if you have a talent, if you can sing, you can play instrument. If you're a comedian, a magician, a rapper, if you have an actor, you can send me a 2-minute or less skit that you do to either one of those emails. I'll put them both in the chat, and I will put you on either the opening or the closing of the show. We already had Wall from Elmer Park. Did you guys see that last week? My man Wall did his thing, man. You guys got to check that out. I opened the show with him. Go check out last week's show. In the opener, you'll see Wall. He's from Elmer Park. He did his thing. I appreciate him letting me open the show with him. But that's going to enter. Ooh, I'm glad we got that over. I honestly, this was all done today. I couldn't do anything over the weekend because the hotel Wi-Fi wouldn't connect to my laptop. So I was stuck until today. And yeah, I know I got to go to the Matrix in the morning, and then I'm exhausted, so I had to take a nap. And then, I had to get up. I couldn't even take a full nap because I had nothing for the show today. And I had to get up and make sure everything was done, man. He said, I'm going to have the angry black man sing a song. All right, man. I'll look forward to seeing that, man. That'll be so funny, man. But listen, guys, I appreciate you guys watching the show. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here. And that is something I really appreciate at the bottom of my heart. I'm trying to find the ending. Here we go. So that'll be the end of the show. I can't say Brooke and P anymore, but I'm your host, your boy Blunt. I got to come up with a little ending for that little part because I'm so used to saying for Brooklyn Pete when he's not here and myself, but it's just me now. So I got to come up with a little type phrase for that. I'll think about it. But yeah, guys, appreciate you watching. Everybody have a good night, and I'll see you. What's good, Anthony? You're kind of late, buddy. I'm ending the show. You're gonna have to catch the repeat, my dude. I know life be life, and I get it. But yeah, this is the end of the show. It's your boy Blunt. So, whatever. Fuck him if they can't take a joke. Later, guys. Appreciate you. Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.